Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. I am so grateful for all the love and support that you guys continue to show the show. We've got Mason with Rogue Media Network back here producing this episode. I truly appreciate it, Mason. Thank you so much. You guys truly have shown me nothing but love for over 3 years of The Public Affair, and I just want to give you all a hug virtually like this, okay? But I have to stay like this, otherwise my mic fucks up. Anyway, before we continue, my very luscious and gorgeous guest, I have to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by David Santabanez with Alinea Real Estate. He is the #1 sales agent in his office. That is right. He's going to help you buy a home or sell your property. Listen, if you guys are in the market for your first home buying experience, do it with David Santabanez. He does not push you to do anything you don't want to do. He makes the process super duper easy, holds your hand through the process. He is married though, girls. Don't be trying to the DMs, all right? And he's absolutely, that's why he remains the #1 sales agent in his office. David, thank you so much for all the love and support of The Public Affair. I truly appreciate you, bro. And thank you for bringing us this episode. Of course, to Arturo and Eva de la Cruz with Arturo's Frame. They do wood framing for houses and all remodeling. Listen, and if you want a house built from the ground up, hit up Arturo's Frame. Sometimes you don't want to move into somebody's old house, right? You want your own house. You want it the way you want it. Arturo's Frame is going to help you do that. Hablan inglés y español. Call the number on the screen for a free in-town consultation. Follow on Facebook at Arturo's Frame to see all their work. Thank you guys so much. Mil gracias. You guys are the best. Thank you guys so much. Listen to mimosas. All right, I want to give a huge shout out to Waco Fencing and Stuff with Juan Morales. Now, Juan is building privacy fences and chain link fences. That's right, darling. Perfect for all that extra home privacy. He also does demolitions, builds wood decks, stone patios, and gorgeous flower beds. Contact him with the number on the screen for your consultation and get your house and your property that one thing it's been missing, a fence. Hello, don't you want to go outside and walk around the way you want to, right? It's hot as fuck outside. It's 100 degrees. Waco Fencing and Stuff, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Joseph Blancas with JB Auto Detailing, who provides mobile detailing for all of Waco and the surrounding area, promising 100% satisfaction guaranteed, leaving your vehicle looking brand spanking new and fresh. That's why he gets all the stains out. You know, sometimes you leave the stains in the car, and he'll get all that. You know what I'm talking about? No? Okay. Pricing is such at jbautodetail.net. Call the number on the screen to book and follow on Facebook at JB Auto Detail. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. And of course, I can't go on without thanking my friends Julian and Ana Banda with Banda's hauling service, who rent dump trailers. You fill it up and they're going to haul it away. Even that man that's at your house running up all the bills, got to take you to your job in your car, by the way. Okay, yeah, no, get him out of there too, all right? Julian's gonna do it for you. He also does junk removals, tree brush removals, and haul cars in and out of town. Your car breaks down, he comes, he's got you, all right? Towing service and everything. Book now with the number on the screen to Banda's hauling service. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. All right, guys, so I have been excited to have this person on my show. So I invited her last year. Then I halted on inviting her. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute.
Okay. I want to speak on that too.
We're going to.
We are.
And I'm grateful that we are, because, you know, and one thing I'm gonna say about her is that she is real. No, I do. I feel realness from you. And we're going to talk about the conversation that we had and everything. And I'm just grateful that she still agreed to come onto the show after all this time. I think that the timing is actually perfect. And like I always say, and listen, without further ado, she's here looking gorgeous in the flesh, eyebrows on fleek, okay, eyelashes on fleek, and makeup on fleek. Girl, Amber Ceballos, a lash check, is here on The Public Affair. How you doing?
Thank you for having me.
No, I'm really grateful.
Wait, is my mic working?
Yeah, why don't you just a tad, just like this? Perfect, darling. And use your outside voice, like when we were at Wormy's game and then you were yelling, okay? But I almost got kicked out. What the fuck was that all about, right? Why I almost got kicked out?
I think me and you both know why.
Well, okay, so yes, I was a little bit loud and obnoxious, but I was handicapped. That's not fair. Okay. I was on one. I was on one leg. I was crunk as fuck, and I was watching my friend play. Don't you think?
And buying everybody shots.
I sure was. Yes, I was. I was lit.
I want to know, what was your reaction to your credit card bill?
Girl, bye. When I woke up the next day, I was like, oh, car payment much? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was just buying random dudes drinks. Well, because then they were like, we're going to put you out. Because I was being loud. I'm not going to lie. I was being
a little obnoxious.
I was being a little obnoxious, but I thought that's what you did at games. Why, when everybody else does it, it's okay. But when I did it, it was a problem, right? Like, it was a fucking issue. So I was like, I would put my fucking self out, bitch. That's fine.
It was really because we had to be on our best behavior.
Yeah, no, you're right. And listen, if I did embarrass you guys, I'm sorry. I don't think I embarrassed anybody.
I don't think you embarrassed us. No. I think we would just You were just the most turned.
I was the most turned.
turned.
Listen, but I have to be at all times. You know what I mean?
And I even took a shot with you.
You did. We took a drink. We partied.
And I don't drink.
No, you don't. You didn't even want mimosa today. I got her a Coca-Cola, right?
I love Coke. I could drink it for breakfast, which I
do you really?
Actually.
I'm not a soda person.
I love soda.
Yeah, do you? Okay. But no, and then, you know, remember like that guy was there and I always say Udi has like the best facial features and nobody listens. He does, doesn't he? Amber, for real. Let's speak on it, for real. I think we're trying
he's handsome.
He is. And I told him, like, listen, it's great that you do what you do for work, but you should be on fucking magazines. Like, I'm not being gay. Cute. I'm being for real, right?
He's cute.
Nobody, look up Uriel Sinfuegas is his name, right? Sinfuegos, excuse me.
I think. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I'm going to tag him on this episode. And y'all tell me. He's
tag
fucking,
him.
Listen, but anyway, thank you so much for coming on to the show. I really appreciate it. I know you've got a lot going on in your career as a lash tech, and you're about to start teaching, from what I understand. Congratulations to you, which we definitely want to get into it. But let's break the ice, because you said you want to speak on it too, and I just kind of now I'm scared. You know, I've spoke on this show last year. We saw what happened on social media quite often, and. I'm going to just say this, Amber, and you know what I'm referring to. There was something going around with my name in it for some reason or another. I don't know why the fuck my name was put in it, but it was put in it. And I called at least 10 people that day to confront them, because I am the type of person that when you put my name in something, let's have a conversation about it, right? You are one of 2 people that picked up the phone that day.
Oh, really?
And had a conversation with me. And I think we had a good, healthy conversation about it. I think it was a misunderstanding on my end. Not that I think that you were fanning the flames at all, but I just wanted you to have an understanding where my position was. And I just want you to know that I really appreciate you answering the phone and handling the conflict the way you did for me, because it was a hard day to go through.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, to have your name probably like dragged through the mud, I mean, that probably won't feel the best. So
and it wasn't.
I understand.
Yeah, and I think that because, you know, even shortly beforehand, I did invite you on the show, and I just didn't want you to have a misconception of who I was and why I either support people that I do, why my loyalty might be misguided to other people, because I don't feel like I have to explain that. You know what I mean? But Amber, I will say, really just listened. There was no fighting. There was no yelling back and forth. And I was like, I still want you on the show. And she said, absolutely. I'm sorry I made you wait 7 months. But
I think it was more than that.
What was more?
How long ago was the game? You invited me on the game.
I did invite you on the game, but do you know how many people have been waiting years to be on the show?
Well, here I am.
They have. Like, you know, I had Dalen Montoya on the show. He waited 2 years for me to invite him on the show. I invited him.
I'm just saying.
Did you take it personal?
No.
Okay.
No. Because at the same time, I was scared shitless to come on, because I don't know, like, I'm not the most like secure when it comes to like how I look and
really?
stuff. So I'm just like,
why? You're snackish though.
I don't know.
I know the DMs are lit, Amber. Don't play with me.
Well, I just became single. I've been single for a while now.
Yes.
And I don't know.
What was going on there? Can you tell us?
Yeah. I was just with my child's father.
Yeah.
And it just ended.
It just didn't work out. How are you taking that? Is it hard for you to go through right now? Is it still fresh?
No, it's not fresh. Honestly, I mentally was like out of it for a long time.
Yeah.
So like finally leaving was like the easiest part.
Really? Okay.
Not the easiest part, because I should have left a long time ago.
For sure.
But like once it was there, it was like,
it was just a weight off your shoulders.
Definitely.
When I invited you on the show at Worms Game, which was over a year ago, was it not?
Yeah.
No, but so were you still in that relationship? Were you going through it, or?
I couldn't even tell you.
Right.
That's the thing.
So do you think that it was even the best time for me to have you on the show that time?
Not.
That's what I'm saying, right? Isn't that why? That's why hello, guys, I've been doing this for over 3 years. Timing is everything, right? And at the time, maybe.
No, when you asked me to come, I was like, oh yeah, I'm down, because I think it's the best time too.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, listen, again, I just appreciate you coming on, and what I was talking about, it sounded like we had different things to get off our chest. But I really just wanted to tell you to your face that I really appreciate that day. Again, it says a lot about a person when they're willing to face their confrontation like that. Do you know what I mean? And you did. Do you find yourself? Have you always been that way, or?
What do you mean?
Just like take on confrontation head on, and
I
like,
don't. So
okay.
so let me tell you a little. Okay, so I am not good with confrontation.
Yeah.
I am scary.
Me too,
But
I'm pussy.
people be like, "Oh, you scary, but you used to fight.
Uh-huh.
You don't talk when you fight. You
Right,
just
right.
fight.
You just
know,
fight.
you just fight. You don't talk when you don't talk when you fight. You
Yeah.
just do it."
Yeah.
So I'm scary. Like
Okay.
like just growing up,
Yeah.
and I had my jobs. Like when I had to call in,
Yeah.
I would have to like work courage up
Oh,
to
okay.
call
Like
in.
you're rehearsing and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. I'm scary when
I
it
got
comes to
you.
confrontation. So I'm just like, it is what it is.
No, I got you. But listen, again, just thank you again. I really appreciate it. So listen, Amber, for anybody who's watching the show and may not know who Amber Ceballos is, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself, life growing up for you and such, please?
So I was born and raised here in Waco.
Okay.
And most of my family's here in Waco.
Yeah.
I have a huge family.
Yes.
I
think I'm friends with your cousin Abe. Is that your cousin?
He's my double cousin.
He's your double cousin.
So our moms are sisters.
Okay.
And our dads are brothers.
That's kind of hot.
Yeah. A lot of people don't react that way. They actually like are usually confused because they low-key think it's incest.
Mm.
But I'm like, no.
No, it's not.
It's double dating.
It's
like,
double dating.
right.
Yeah.
So that's my double cousin.
That's okay. So it's basically like your.
No, we have our DNA is scientifically the same as half siblings.
Oh wow. Okay. But it's not incest.
No.
It's just hot. But anyway, it is hot. Like, okay, no, but you grew up in. Did you grow up in this side of town?
Oh yeah.
Or?
No, I'm from the north.
Oh, you're from the north.
I'm from
okay,
the
so that's why
north.
you fight. Was life for you growing up pretty easy though? I mean, so I've had people from all sides of the compass on this show, and everybody's experience is different, especially from North and South Waco. And so I wonder what your experience with life growing up was like.
Life growing up.
Like, why were you always fighting all the time? Was it?
So
hard?
I was the trouble child.
Okay.
Very rebellious. Didn't listen. Disrespectful.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, as an adult, I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Because I feel bad.
For sure.
Because I was bad.
What made you act out like that? Was things going on at the house, or were you just like, you know what, everybody else is being good too?
So
She's not like-
honestly, my parents divorced when I was like probably a year old.
Okay.
And me and my older sisters, we live with our dad.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think that affected me low key.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I think everyone needs their mom, which I love my mom. She's
Right.
You know,
were you
but
estranged from her for a long time? Is that
no?
it
It
or-
was just more like it would just like go on the weekends with her.
Yeah.
Holidays. It was like reverse. You know how like
Yes.
usually you go with your dad on the weekends.
Yeah.
It was reverse.
It was
And I
reversed,
feel
okay.
like I don't know. I just had like something missing.
Yeah, for sure.
And, I don't know. Maybe.
So then you went to school and just started snatching wigs for no reason. Is what
Well, it would
Yeah.
really start because I talk too much.
Oh,
In the
okay.
sense of like I don't know how to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
So it could like lead me to like trouble.
For confrontation, exactly. Yeah, I got you. Listen, can we give a shout out? First of all, the nails are fucking all
Shout
over.
out to Nails by Jessie, my
Okay.
girl. The best. Super young.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be
Where's she out of? Where's Nails by Jessie?
she's home based.
Oh, she's home based.
Yes.
A lot of you guys are home based, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And nothing wrong with being home
Nothing,
based.
yeah.
Just don't stay there forever.
No, okay. I was gonna say, as far as being, well, who did you make? Do you do your own makeup?
I
or?
did. So actually, before I did lashes and everything,
Yeah.
I actually did makeup.
You did makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, and I kind of wanted to ask you about lashes because it seems like to me, I don't know if it's just because I'm a guy and I know I'm gay, Amber, but I'm not like that gay, right? So I'm not gonna go get my lashes done. And you know, God gave me these brows. Like I don't do my brows. Yeah, I mean, like if God gave me green eyes like my dad's side of the family, I would have been perfect. But that's why I'm just made in His image, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, you're perfect.
No, nobody's perfect.
In His eyes.
In His,
You are.
oh, thank you, Amber. I appreciate that. But as far when did lashes become like a thing? When did people start getting into that? Because I know you do Leslie's lashes, who we love, Leslie Delgado.
I love Leslie.
Isn't she just voluptuous and gorgeous?
She's just so like bubbly.
Yes.
And like
And just curvaceous. Like she's
oh
just
yeah, she's
she's
thick.
she is. I told her, you know, when we were at Worm's game, I was telling her, I was like, do you know like how great your
and
asses.
she got a booty.
She
Yes!
does. You have the best ass. Like you do. And it's funny because so Maro and I are best friends, and they just laugh at me. He's just like, bro, what are you fucking talking about? I think if another guy said that, obviously he'd probably whoop his ass. But like because it's me, I obviously don't want her. I'm just saying, you're just very curvaceous. She is.
Yeah, she a little thick.
Yeah, shout out to Leslie that got it.
Shout out to Leslie. I love her.
I love her. Yeah. I think you just did her lashes not too long ago, right?
Yeah, she got a feel.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, no. So tell me when lashes became a thing because
Okay.
I didn't even know that was.
So when I was in high school,
Uh-huh.
even lash strips weren't a thing.
Right.
Honestly, I first got lashes myself in 2019. So I want to say that's when it really, really started to pick up.
Yeah,
I
for
could
sure.
be wrong though, because I probably was late to the
party.
right.
Well, but even how old are you, Amber?
I'm 26.
Okay, see, I'm 32. So I mean, I guess I'm older than you. But even when I was in high school, lashes was like I don't remember anybody just going to get their lashes done. I remember makeup was
And
always
you know
a
what's
thing.
funny? I have a cousin who she used to wear like glam every day to school, lash strips, and people would be like, "You're doing too much."
Yeah, okay.
And you know, fast forward now, you have middle schoolers and high schoolers now wearing strip lashes to school every day.
For sure.
And it's just crazy.
Are you wearing lashes right now, or are those your
No.
lashes?
No, these are not my lashes. These are fake. These are not extensions.
That's
They're
what
just falsies.
They're what?
Falsies, just like the strip you buy at the store.
Oh, okay.
So my eyes are really like sensitive.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of allergies. And allergies and extensions do not mix.
Okay.
So I really just don't.
Yeah, I think Leslie told me sometimes she wakes up and there's lashes on the pillow.
Yeah, especially if you toss and turning,
Yeah.
rubbing. Yeah.
I feel like that'd be super annoying though, right?
Yeah, lash extensions are super high maintenance.
Okay, so wait, now you have to school us, and that's why I wanted you on the show because listen, I like having people from all kinds of backgrounds and occupations on this show, right? And when you did lashes, I was like, okay, let's talk about some fucking lashes. So lashes obviously became a thing just maybe recently.
Yeah, I would say in a couple of years.
Yeah,
but man, lashes are like a game changer, and you can ask anyone, even people who try it for the first time. The first time it's done for. It's an addiction because you get to see how waking up can be so easy now because you don't got to do nothing. And even with lashes,
your lashes?
Right. And even with lashes, you wake up, you don't need makeup.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to put mascara on. You literally wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth.
Yeah.
And hit the door.
Yeah.
And if people could cut their getting ready time,
yeah,
they're gonna get lashes.
Okay, so do guys come and get lashes too, or is it just?
I
chicks?
have done a guy, but he's gay.
He's gay.
He was gay.
Okay, so but like I was gonna say, like if I do lashes, can I still wear my glasses and shit? Cause I don't know, y'all be doing fucking lashes and them.
You can get really short, short lengths.
Yeah, okay.
You could also men have also gotten lash lifts.
Okay,
and that's a perm using your natural lashes.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, you're just perming your lashes and making them curly.
Yeah.
So that way they stay that way for about like 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, really? Okay, got you. I see you keep punching the microphone. So,
Sorry.
It's okay. No, okay. So okay. There's lash extensions. There's lash lift, and then there's like so. Okay, let's just use Leslie as an example because we both know her and we're friends. And so, what do you do to her eyelashes? Like, is it just like a take?
The average person has about 90 to 120 lashes per eye.
Is that right?
Right.
I have my home account, bitch. Okay.
Yeah, so like tip her down, separate her bottom lashes, and then I separate each individual lash she has. Every single one, and I place an extension. So that's why it takes a long time.
Oh, wow. So how long is she there? How long is the client there for?
So when you first come for a brand new set, it could, depending on what set as well, it could be up to 3 hours.
Really?
But the more you have, obviously, the longer it'll take.
Yeah.
So if you have average, it'll be...
Do you get breaks in between and shit? Or just...
I mean, I have 15 minutes between each client, but sometimes I do finish early.
Yeah.
Because...
No, I mean, like, is it just like 3 hours just straight? Like, you're just, hey, girl.
Oh, yeah.
So how's your...
But talking makes it go faster.
Well, I was going to say, like, what the fuck do you talk about? Like, I mean, we could talk for days.
We talk about everything.
Is that right?
And what stays in the lash... I mean, what is said in the lash room stays in the lash room.
Well, what's said on the public affair nobody ever hears it either. That's why we keep it between us, except the thousands of people that watch it. Okay. Let's talk about, okay, you mentioned something earlier about there's nothing wrong with being a home technician and then, like, I guess working at a shop. Can we talk about the different types of lashes? So what do you don't work from home?
No. Yeah. I'm licensed. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. Okay. So that means I'm able to provide services with hair, nails, and skin.
Okay. And makeup?
Hair, nails.
Well, that's makeup.
Hair, nails, the skin. Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, you are able to do, like, extensions,
Mm-hmm.
facials, you know, little things. But mostly, like, yeah. So, since I have a license, I get to operate out of a, you know, a suite.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
A building, you know, and if you're home, you can, and if you don't have a license, you can't work.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
got
need
you.
a license.
So what is your opinion on people who do get it, like, from somebody who's not licensed versus somebody? I mean, is there really a big difference? Like, why doesn't somebody just go get their license?
It is a difference.
Yeah.
It's a big difference because the people who are home-based, and unlicensed, because I was licensed working from home.
Yeah.
I wasn't unlicensed. But if you're unlicensed working from home, it just puts you at risk. You could get sued.
Oh, okay.
So that's what
like if you fuck somebody's lashes up.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can still get sued, you know, having a license, but you're more protected with the license versus.
So is all your work contractual then? Like, do you make them like, okay, if I fuck up your lashes, you can't like sue me type shit?
Oh yeah,
you know?
they sign waivers.
Like waivers?
Mm-hmm.
See, this is like so
and that's
interesting.
what that protects you. And that can even protect an unlicensed person.
Yeah, for sure.
Too. But
listen, what's the craziest conversation you ever had while you were doing somebody's lashes?
Not the craziest conversation,
Yeah.
but I had this lady come to me, and this I was working from home.
Yeah.
At this time, I had just started like less than a year.
Yes.
She came in, had very tiny lashes, like almost non-existent.
Yeah.
And the set that she chose was not going to be compatible with her lashes.
Yeah.
And the set that was compatible, I didn't know how to do yet because I was just a beginner.
Just learning.
Right?
Okay, gotcha.
But she was adamant about it. She's like, no, like, just do it. And I told her, I'll do it.
I'm gonna fuck it up though.
But I'm disclaiming to you, I'm not reliable for anything that happens as soon as you leave my house.
Yes.
And she agreed, and cool. What bothered me was when she paid, she was like, and she paid me cash. She goes, this is my summer money.
What the fuck? What is
no
summer?
one told you to book.
Yeah, what is summer money? What the fuck?
It's my summer money.
How much was it? How much was it?
It was $100.
Bitch, what the fuck is $100? I can't even wipe my ass with $100.
But I was just like, no one told you to come. But you know, like I let it slide. I'm like, okay, that was really like passive aggressive.
Why you said it like that?
Because she really had me messed up. Like,
have you done her lashes since?
No, because what I told her was gonna happen happened.
What happened?
So
them hoes fell off.
They fell off. They fell off. And she sent me. I said, okay. Let me back up.
Yeah, because we're missing context.
I told her,
okay,
if it gets whatever ruins, whatever happens. I cannot fix it because I'm going to a lash training this weekend in Houston. Okay. So I won't even have time to fix you because I'm booked for the next day, and then the next day I leave.
Right.
So whatever. The next day she's like, they all fell. Can you help me? And I'm like, okay, let me try to move some clients around so I can get you back in. Right. I couldn't. Yeah. And then the next day I was leaving to Houston. I'm like, I told her I'm sorry. Yeah. And she was like, okay, like I'm glad you, like, thanks for trying. Yeah. Like, cool. The next day, I'm already in Houston. It's Friday night. 10 p.m. It was really late. She sent me a fucking huge ass paragraph.
At 10 p.m.?
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm asleep.
That was not. But now I'm going to go to sleep because why are you sending me this?
Okay.
But she pretty much was like, I can't believe you took my money. As a small business owner from another, you should know what it's like. Typing? It is her typing because she got me messed up. And you know what it was? She had said, I went somewhere else and got them fixed. And they have not fell. So I wanted to tell her, send me a picture. Yeah. Send me a picture of the lashes that you got.
Please.
Because if they're a different set than what you got, right. They probably will last because that's what you needed. Yes. But I couldn't offer that to you.
Right.
And she's like, I think you should refund me at least half. And I was like, well, I told you that I wasn't. And I told you that if it happened, I wasn't going to do it. But, to save myself from getting blasted,
okay.
Be real.
No, for real.
I offered her partial.
Okay.
But since she paid in cash, I told her to come pick up the cash.
Oh,
You know why? So I could see her lashes. Yep.
Did she agree?
She never wrote back.
She never came back.
She never wrote back.
Well, okay, because
she didn't respond.
But in your defense too, Amber, not for nothing, but like you were still. I think it was fair to say you were a novice at it, right? Like you were still new because not that you were new, but you weren't licensed. You weren't nothing.
The reason why I knew it wasn't going to work with her lashes because I had already went through that with my mom. She had the same kind of lashes as this lady was.
Why are you still turned? How long ago was that?
Man, this was over almost 3 years ago.
Get over that shit.
No, I'm not getting over it because that has been the only
like negative, I guess.
Right, negative.
Okay, gotcha.
Like I guess client horror.
Well, you
story.
hold on to it. Yeah, you hold on to it.
Yeah, because she had me effed
Well,
up.
bitch, Amber, all these bitches got us fucked up because you saw what happened.
All these bitches do got me fucked up.
Amber, not for nothing. When that whole thing happened with me and I called you, bitch, I was at home like in my robe. I was actually playing Call of Duty with Morrow, and I was like, "What the fuck is this shit? Who is this bitch?" Like,
well, in our defense,
yeah,
not our defense, but my defense.
In your defense.
If you see someone supporting someone that you know they're not doing right, you're going to look at that person who's supporting them, that you support them. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to start supporting Andrew. Because honestly, I didn't even know the story.
Exactly.
So
nobody did. That was the problem.
So I was just like, oh, I didn't notice it. Oh, no. Oh, he do support him.
Yes, I do.
But that ain't my business.
Exactly. And that was the conversation we had, though. Like, that's why I fucks with you. Because I was like, you got it. You got my side of the story.
And I do get the agreement.
My agreement. Are you talking about
business wise?
Exactly. Right. Thank you.
Yeah, business wise.
And that's why I fuck with you.
Need
but that's
to separate business
from whatever the fuck else is going on.
Personal.
Amber, see, this is why I fuck with this bitch. This
because
is what I'm talking about.
If I could mix, that shit would not be good.
No.
But I have to keep it. Because honestly, let me tell you something else.
Yes, please do.
Ever since I became like a well-known lash tech in Waco,
right,
I had to change like
you
the way like what I post on Facebook. I can't post my personal, and people do that, and I'm like,
they do.
Oh,
do you know that if I was the same person I was 4 years ago, I would have ripped bitches apart?
No, I always tell people, if I act the way I act on Facebook or my Instagram or how I act in real life, I would be canceled.
Absolutely. Well, we yes. You're right.
I would be canceled.
You would be canceled. But even as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, we have to do things different. Like we have to change our ways we don't like to. I tell my friends everything doesn't deserve a response. Amber, bitch, let me tell you something. That day, do you understand? Like I am gay. I do my homework. Do you know what I mean? I have index cards of information about everybody I want to have information about. I can tear a bitch apart limb from limb by sitting at my house on the same couch you was attacking me on. But we don't do that. Yeah, we don't do that. And that's why I was so grateful for the conversation. I don't mean to be bringing up the past, but this is why I have so much respect for you because you just fucking got it. Do you know what I mean? And I wish everybody would just fucking get it. Like this is business. This is a business. We are running business. That's it. Get the fuck out of your personal feelings. If you don't know what the fuck is going on, shut the fuck up. And that's it.
Period.
That's it. Shut the fuck up. No, okay, so the horror story, but you still hold on to it or whatever. Would you do that person's lashes again?
Hell no. Hell no. As a matter of fact, that same set she booked, I went back and changed the description.
Yes.
I literally put in caps. If you have short, thin, sparse lashes, do not book this set. Yeah. Because if you book this set, your deposit will not be transferable because it's in bold, it's in all caps.
Right. Like this is what you edit.
People still book. Yeah. People don't read. One thing I learned about becoming a business owner. People do not read. And I'm myself included.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
My experience with that, I had a guest on this show called, his name was Orlando Montalongo. FabFit with Monica, who was also on the show, referred me to him. It was like, this would be a great guest. When I was about to announce him, they thought I was announcing Monica because I said Monica referred me to him. I was like, it's Orlando. It says it right there.
Oh, I remember like on your caption.
I did.
I think I remember that.
They were like, oh, right, Monica. I was like, Orlando, what are you fucking talking about?
I think I remember that.
People just don't read. I was like, bitch, there's even a picture of us. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they don't.
They don't. But do you find that annoying as an entrepreneur?
I do. And I'm not I have a lot of entrepreneur friends.
Yeah.
A lot of.
We get well connected doing what we're doing. Yeah.
So we all say the same things. Yeah. And it's just like us who have booking sites. bro, we put it out there for y'all to read.
It's right there, yeah.
And they still come asking questions when the answers are in the description, my website.
Yes. At the end of the day, Amber, people are they're just lazy. And that's okay. We all have that lazy quality about us. You know what I mean? But people just want the easy route. I know. Listen, we have to take a break real quick. But one more question before we go on break, please. When did you? I mean, you've been doing lashes, makeup and shit, like all that for a really long time. At what point did you realize, okay, I can't be the old Amber I was, because then it's gonna affect my business? Would you say it was that client?
No, it was before that. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I had already had that mindset after having my child.
Yes.
It wasn't until I got a lot of followers.
You say it humbly. That's okay. No, you have a big following. That's good.
On Instagram, I do.
On Instagram, yeah.
I'm actually, I haven't checked. But yesterday, I was 10 followers away from 10,000.
Good for you. Yeah. That's good. I can't even get 10,000 on my fucking page, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. But let me tell you, the Lash world is crazy. It's wild, it's his own world. It's its own, yes. I don't know. It's so crazy.
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
Congrats to you. And that was something that we had to listen. We're going to take a quick break, all right? And when we get back, I want to learn more about what you got coming up in the future. Obviously, you're about to start teaching people how to do these lashes. I have some personal questions for you as well. And, I'm just loving your fucking energy because you're just here to just tell all of it to us. So thank you so much, Amber. Make sure you guys stay tuned here on The Public Affair. We got more with Amber Ceballos coming up. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this amazing and exciting episode of The Public Affair. My very special guest, Miss Amber Ceballos. Before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode was brought to us by Fernando de la Rosa with Big Bear Lawn Care. He's a small landscaping business. I already know y'all's lawn looking a hot ass mess because it's 110 degrees outside and nobody wants to go mow their lawn. Let him take care of it for you. He specializes in mowing, edging, mulching, and so much more. Every time I put it on Facebook, I accidentally spell moaning. I don't know if he specializes in that. Oh, respect to his wife. I love her. Okay. Make sure you guys call the number on the screen with Big Bear Lawn Care and get your free estimate now. And make sure you guys follow his Facebook page at Big Bear Lawn Care and see the special giveaway that he's giving away. He's got tons of things going on. Fernando de la Rosa, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Manny Guerrero at Blue Star RV Services. He's a mobile RV tech who can fix all RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, food trucks, and so much more. And he deals with the warranty company directly to get paid. All you gotta do is pay him a little small service fee and he's got the rest. He's gonna get his labor taken care of and everything. Him and his team, they're all hot. They do great work and they are punctual and they've got you. Follow on Facebook or call the number on the screen to Blue Star RV Services. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Ana Limones with Hummingbird Party Backdrops and Decor. Call her for all decor, including beautiful balloon props, giving an extra flair to your party or event. Listen, balloon arches are in right now. That's how you know everybody, you need to let everybody know that your shit's got it going on with balloon arches, right? She's got it. She also has a number of wooden backdrops and so much more. Call now with the number on the screen to Hummingbird Party and Backdrops with Ana Limones. Thank you so much for all your support of The Public Affair. I truly appreciate you. One of my favorites, Mr. Junior Fuentes, Thomas Roberts, and their entire scrumptious family with their scrumptious restaurant, J. Pedo and Poke, who provide delicious Japanese savory crepes and poke bowls. They also have handcrafted Thai rolled ice cream. Have you ever been? You've never been? Girl, I'm about to put you on game, all right? You can choose from a menu item or create your own like I like to do because I like to be in control. Locations on University Park Drive and Hewitt Drive. And you can order online at jpedaltx.com. They also have an app now as well. If you're trying to eat a little bit fresh, a little bit more healthy, J Pedal is perfect. It's perfect for after I work out. J Pedal and Poke, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, I can't go on without thanking Sid Rodriguez with Elite Barbershop, located on Hewitt Drive. Got me looking scrumptious for over 3 years of content of The Public Affair. You can call the number on the screen or download the Squire app to book. And walk-ins are welcome as well. He's got all the snacks working at, girl, it's like eye candy. I don't need barbershop.
I'm dead because I really thought you was talking about real snacks.
No, because they are real snacks. That's what I'm talking about. We've got Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Clint Fletcher, and Isai Reyes over there making you look as snackish as they do. Thank you guys so much for all your support of The Public Affair. I truly appreciate it. All right, guys, we've got more with my very special guest, Ms. Amber Ceballos, who is a very notable lash tech here in Waco, Texas. Earlier you mentioned that you just went through, not maybe just went through, but like a breakup, if you will.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit? I mean, no shade on the baby daddy. First of all, is he fine? Is he fine? And
yeah,
is he from here?
He's not from here.
Oh, he's not from here.
He's not.
Okay.
That's a crazy story. We met on Twitter.
Oh, no, there's nothing wrong with that. The gays have no. It's not weird. People meet online all the time.
I don't want to say I'm embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not. Because it's normal to me on the internet.
It is. We live in 2023.
But I guess it's because the way my life changed after that.
Okay.
I just never thought. For one, I never thought I'd be a mom because I was that person who's like, oh, I'll never have kids.
I'm never having kids.
Because I still fuck them kids. I don't. I love my wife.
No, I don't do children either. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I just love my kid.
Like your kid.
Son.
Okay,
I
got you.
Him. But that's it.
So you've been single since I saw you at the game, correct?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let me just say this. Those who know, know. When you roommate with your baby daddy, that was me at the time.
You were roommating with the baby daddy. Okay, got you. Is there something wrong with that? Like,
yeah, now, bitch. Like, yes, it is something wrong with that. Like, leave.
Okay, but then he's there to fulfill your vaginal needs.
It's not.
It's not there.
Fulfilling others too. So no.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. No. Well, my opinion is all niggas ain't shit.
It's not.
It's not. But bitches ain't shit neither. Like nobody ain't shit. I'm sorry.
It's not.
We're nobody ain't shit. That's why I'm single.
We're really not.
We're not. There's some people who I think there's a very few people who I think actually like,
And like what's crazy is since I've been single, I guess it's crazy saying that I'm single, but ever since I've been single, like it's different for me this time though. Like I guess because I'm 26, and that was another thing. I didn't want to continue being in my 20s or like continue living the rest of my 20s with my baby daddy.
Okay, got you.
But like,
do you guys still have a good relationship though, or like
that's my dog?
Yeah, so you guys are friends.
Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong. No, there's nothing wrong. Listen, you guys, listen. Do you know I'm 32 years old and I've never been in like an actual relationship? I've dated 100 times and I've slept with more men than I can count on both hands and feet. But like, I've never had anybody that I called my boyfriend ever. That's an exclusive.
I've only ever had 2 boyfriends.
There you go. See? So are you in the market right now? Are you looking, or are you just focusing on you? I don't know, because I don't know if Udi's single or not, but maybe you can still get with him.
Udi be playing games. No, I'm just kidding. He's cool, but nah.
He's cool. You trying to get with that? Is that what you're trying to do?
Nah, I'm chilling.
No, Amber, it was stop lying, bitch. Okay. You know what's so cute about that day too when we hung out? Like I drove. Okay, it was me, him, because he was in the passenger, and then Mara and Leslie were in the back. And I was on. You remember I was handicapped, bitch. I'm not gonna lie, I was drinking a little bit of wine. So by the time we got to Dallas, I was fucked up, right? And then I saw the wine bar, and I was like, oh hell yeah, you know what I mean? But he didn't drive back with us. I don't know what happened.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. He didn't, like, I remember because Morrow drove my car back. Because remember we went to Dave & Buster's. And Morrow drove my car back home. And so it was me, Morrow, and Leslie. And then halfway through the channel, I was like, we're missing somebody. Where the fuck did Udi go?
Oh my gosh,
I don't know how he got home. With? I thought he rode back with you. Would you change that man's life? Listen.
Okay, let me be honest with
you.
Yes,
go ahead.
I mean, let's say like that would have been pursued. He would have been the first Mexican I talked to in a very long time.
Is that really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like it was different.
Okay. But Mexicans are cool. I like Mexicans.
Yeah,
I like Hispanic men. That's my thing. I've never been with black men. I'm scared. I'm scared for the BBC. I really am. I heard that once you go black, you never go back. And then every time it's just like, I'm very scared. I'm very scared. I'm not saying. Is that all you're doing right now? Is the BBC, Amber?
I'm not doing nothing right now.
You're not doing right? Oh, you're okay.
Doing nothing right now.
Well, and just let me clarify too, though, because I tell him all the time. I tell Udi all the time. I'm not like gay for Udi. I'm really not. Like, you know what I mean? He's too thin.
He's handsome.
But I just think he's got Amber. Doesn't he have the
really cute,
best facial structure? Doesn't he? Do you see how his face bees at the end?
Yeah, and he has a really nice beard.
He does. And I'm like, your face belongs. Like, when you're in Vegas, you ever been to Vegas? When you're walking down Vegas and you see like the wall of like model, that's where you fucking belong. Not like trimming my fucking grass. Like,
honestly, I'm surprised he's single.
Yes. Again, it's nothing gay, because every time I compliment a man, they think it's gay, right? I don't want to sleep with him. I really don't. Like, he's a very nice guy. I tell him all the time, like, you are like model material. You guys have got to go look this fucking guy.
And he's tall.
He's tall, right? And he's slender. And he's just, it's just the face for me.
He plays soccer.
He plays soccer. I was never looking at the body, though. I will say that. I was never looking at his body. I was always just looking at his face. And I told him the whole way up to Dallas, I was like, nigga, like, you don't understand. I tell these guys all the time, I work in media. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to give you guys opportunities. Not that I can give it to you. I'm just saying, like, venture out on things, you know? But listen, to each his own. Everybody does what they want to do, you know? So that's it. Did the breakup affect your business pretty hard, like,
No.
personally?
No. No. Okay, let me just be real.
Okay, go ahead.
I have not been. I've been with my baby daddy, but we've been roommates for years.
So he's living with you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. No, that's
over. Okay.
No, now we're like strictly co-parent. But
Okay.
I'm just saying, all those years, like we were together,
Right.
but we weren't together.
Okay.
You know, so
It's like you're my man and I'm single.
right? I just wish I was just young.
Okay.
We have an 8-year difference between each other, so like, let me backtrack.
Yes.
So we met on Twitter, right?
Okay.
We met on Twitter, and long story short, I got pregnant 2 weeks later after meeting him.
Okay.
So that alone changed my life.
Gotcha.
And it was just.
I tell you guys got to wrap it up. Nobody listens to me.
But the thing is.
Okay.
And I'm so dumb.
There's never no thing. I don't give a fuck how drunk I've been, bitch. Wrap that shit. I've been drunk as fuck with these niggas, and I'm like, here's the condom, bitch. I'll put that shit on for you. Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right, though.
No,
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. I promote safe sex all the time. I do.
Don't be silly.
Okay.
Wrap that willy.
There you go. No, for real. I've never.
But for real.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
wrap it up. For real.
But you were probably just like, you know,
I was
moist.
young.
You were young.
I was young. I was very much
moist.
fast.
No, hello, bitch. When I was 26,
I was fast.
What, with 24? I lost my virginity when I was 24, actually. And after that, it was everybody's fucking game. I know I was a late bloomer. Yeah.
I'm fucking weak. No, but at the time, I was 19, 20. So
Okay.
just hella young and naive. So long story short, we never were like together.
Okay. You were just like.
We just been
like butt buddies. Zig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just been baby daddy, baby mama.
Okay.
But no more. But but you know.
So it never affected like what you do. Like
no, if
it was
anything,
nothing.
it pushed me.
Okay.
It pushed me to start my thing because I was just really like, you know, just so independent.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
So I was like, oh, I don't need nobody.
So Amber, like, do you strive? Because I know you said you have your one son and then you're good, right? But do you strive to be in a relationship and maybe have a real family?
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Now that I'm 26, now that I'm older, and now that I'm like moved on from that, and I'm like pretty much in a fresh new mindset.
Yeah.
It's like I'm there. I'm like, it's different now. Like I do kind of want to get married now, and I do. If I do get married, then a child can come out of that now.
Yeah.
I used to never think that way. I used to never want to get married.
Right.
I used to be like, you know, like fuck these guys out here. You know? But
I would like to see you get with Udi then. Yeah, go ahead and slide in his DMs after the show, please. I'll give you. I don't have his number, but we'll figure it out. I have him on Snapchat.
How about you tell him to slide in my DMs?
Because he doesn't listen to me. I feel like these dudes do not listen to me. They don't. I am right about everything, Amber.
I don't want to be the one to initiate it.
Would you date him?
I think so. It'd be kind of, you know what's weird?
Yeah.
He's been around my family.
Yeah.
Not my family, but like, you know, he knows like, you know.
This is a small town. This is a very small town.
So like, I've always known of him.
Right.
But now that I'm like.
I can see it. I can see it because you're gorgeous and you have a hot rack and then he has a hot face and then I can see it. Listen, you guys are going to get together and when you guys get fucking married, I better MC that shit and be like, because I had Amber on the public affair and I just always told him he was gorgeous and that was it.
Yeah, no, he's cute.
So you're saying he's potential?
I mean, I'm open to a lot more things than I was before.
I love it. You're just so fucking real. No, okay.
So, like, having all this time to myself now, and, you know, I've been, like, making self-discoveries about myself, and I'm just like, oh, my gosh, I didn't know that about myself. So
you know what? You guys are going to think I'm fucking bullshitting, and I've told this to, like, Maro, because Maro always calls me a hoe, right? So, because I was when I started the public affair up until recently, I was a huge hoe. Like it was, I mean, everybody's fucking game. I've actually kind of pushed back from that a little bit. I know that I'm very promiscuous. I think I'm naturally promiscuous, but I don't just like I've been turning guys down, actually, that want to hit this. I have. And I've never done that. It used to just be like, all right, bet.
But why do you think?
You want to know why? I had Hazel Trevino on this show, and he really opened my eyes to like a lot of just like the whole, when he came, I want you to go watch the episode. When he came on the show, everything was, he calls it a divine appointment, right? And he's not like super spiritual where it's like annoying. But when he came on the show, it was at a good time for me because mentally I was like checked out, right? Like I was just going through a lot. And then he just had like really good conversations with me, and I just started seeing things differently. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so again, beforehand, whoever wanted to F, I was like down. Like I was, Amber. I'm not gonna lie. I was like spread to everybody, right? As long as you're wrapping it up. But now I'm just like picking and choosing who I'm sleeping with. And it's, I've been turning, I'm like, nigga, shut up. Like,
no, for real. But yeah, that's just how weird. Now too, though.
It's just weird, yeah.
Even though y'all only had 2 boyfriends, you don't need a boyfriend to sleep around, you know? So.
Right. I've
had my, fair share of experiences, and now I think, it's just different.
For sure. And I think that, again, like I said, I'm not trying to act like I'm celibate over here. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a few weeks ago. It was just, but I'm just choosy about who I'm with these days. You know what I mean? And there's some people I like to have fun with. And then there's some, I've been very open about the fact that I've slept with a plethora of, men that like to experiment, straight men, whatever. And I think I'm just naturally promiscuous. I'm naturally whatever, because I'm single, but I just have really taken a different look at things and how I value myself, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just let everybody get a piece of it, because this is a gold mine down here, Amber. This is like fucking, the hidden treasure of Alcatraz, bitch. Like, no, okay. So listen. So enough about sex and drugs, and best of luck to you and Udi. I hope that you guys can really, pursue something. Okay, so we got 515 Lash Bar. That's your thing, correct?
Yeah, that's my business.
Okay, so you got into business yourself. Have you been teaching, or are you just about to start teaching?
I'm just about to start teaching, but it's been requested for so long to start teaching. And it was just something that I've been wanting to do, because honestly, lashes was something that I felt like I was a natural. Like, I picked it up really fast.
Yeah, for sure.
I also was booked off the bat really fast. So, like, I really think this is what I was meant to do. So
yeah, for sure.
If I can just teach others and share what I know, yeah, it'll be my first time teaching.
Do you think that's going to be a daunting task, because some people are more receptive to information than others? Like, I've had people ask me for advice on the public affair, now they're not fucking talking to me anymore, because I'm real with them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And do you anticipate things like that?
I think if you just be patient, and really work with them.
Some people are not patient.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I think a lot of people are like visual learners.
Okay,
and some people are like
more hands-on,
and it's both.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think.
Okay, got you. So 515 Lash Bar. How long have, because you mentioned that you were at home for a whole minute. So
it's actually been not even a year that I rebranded myself, because I just started off with my Instagram name. Like, I was just going off my Instagram name, which was Beauty with Amber. But I was like, no, I'm finna take it up a notch. Like, really finna be official. Like,
for sure, yeah.
Like,
I got this going
like
on.
A whole rebrand. And that's what I did. And it's 515 Lash Bar. So, and by the way, 515 means it's just my son's birthday.
Oh, is that okay? May 15th. Mm-hmm. So were you working for somebody prior, and then you decided to do your own thing? No, I've
always been by myself.
You've always been by yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay, so where is 515 Lash Bar?
So I am located on Lake Air Drive, in the Canyon West building on 600 Lake Air Drive. And I'm independent, so
right.
I have my own little.
It's like is it like your own suite? Okay, got you.
Mm-hmm.
So are you taking, like, I know like a lot of barbers. I've had barbers on the show, and some of them are like client only barbers. Some of them are like, I'm always accepting new clients. What status?
Yeah, mine is appointment only.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of my clients just pre-book, like they already set their appointments ahead of time, because again, lashes is really high demand right now. So people are constantly wanting to get in.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Obviously we see a lot of people moving to Texas and Waco specifically, like in Cali, just everywhere.
For sure.
I get all of those people
Okay.
because like they find me.
Well,
through
they've probably
hashtags.
been on game, right?
Right. And
Oh, by hashtags they find you.
hashtags.
Oh, wow.
It's so crazy how
That's wild.
right,
Yeah.
hashtags.
Mm-hmm.
So from just asking them, telling me constantly how I'm found, it's always through hashtags.
Right.
And from there, they see everyone's work, and
I gotcha.
The one who gets.
Can being a lash tech, Amber, can that be a long time occupation? Like, can you retire from this or? Yeah.
It's the lash industry's a million, almost billion-dollar company in the industry. So, I actually want to retire soon from like actually doing the lashes. Not soon, but I don't want to do it forever.
Right.
Lashing. Now I do want to. My goal is to teach.
Right.
Like
only teach.
Like only be a lash
I love
educator.
that. Yeah.
Also, you could sell lash supplies.
Okay.
You can training.
Yeah.
Lash supplies. Just making content on Instagram.
Yeah,
Get paid I actually get paid on Instagram.
Oh, good for
Not
you.
much though, but if I really put the effort and really made the content that these lash creators are making, you can make money. There's money to be made everywhere.
For sure. You know what's so crazy? I'm glad that you said that too, because a lot of people think that I'm like fucking Rich McGee over here. Like I make all this, even like, when that whole thing was going on, I was like, bitch, what fucking money? Like, I don't make barely a dime off the public affair. You know what I mean? Because there's just so much things that go on behind the scenes. Like I got studio fees to pay and shit like that, Yeah. And people are like, oh, you must be monetizing on YouTube. I mean, no. You know what I mean? Like, no. Like,
the most I've ever been paid from Instagram was $60.
Okay, it ain't shit. People they don't get it.
No, and then I get it. Like I hear all the time that I charge too much. I'm high or I'm too much.
Yeah, for sure.
And I get it. So it's just like, but like you're paying for experience,
for sure,
education,
right? Did you
quality?
Did you start off cheap?
Yeah,
you have to. I talked about it. Yeah, I talked about it on my before last episode. I was doing ads. Yeah, I was doing ads for free when I started the public affair. Bitch, don't play with me. Or $15, not shit. You know what I mean?
I was doing $50 sets at my living room apartment.
There you go.
And
do you find yourself in competition with a lot of other lash people? Like, is there like a big unhealthy competition? Or would you just say you're pretty much in your own lane and there's clients for everybody?
There's definitely clients for everyone because everyone is different.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own style. Some people like more natural. Some people like the flyaway lashes. And everyone has just their own niche, their own style. So I don't think I'm competition. If anything, like I try to help others.
For sure.
I want to help others, and a lot of people ask me for advice, and I have no issue giving them tips, tricks,
good.
Whatever. Like it's free game, and now that I am training, I'll get paid for doing that now, which is like not the goal, but
right.
My time is worthy though.
Absolutely. No, I get it. No, I 100% get it. And, I think us as veterans, like I've been in media for about a decade already. It sounds like you've been doing lashes for a long time. What people need to understand is that we are open to give advice. We're open to teach, but you have to be receptive.
No, but for real, you have to be receptive and not get offended because how do you ask and it not end up not liking me because of what I said?
Girl, I've dealt with it on the fucking podcast. I've had...
Oh my gosh, I had no, for real.
Yeah.
And like when I say this, I say this like being so
humbly,
nice. Right.
Okay.
There's been lash techs who blocked me, and I've never had a conversation with them. And I'm always like low-key sad because or take it personal because where did it go wrong?
Exactly.
What happened? Or
but my thing is like why you told everybody else what the issue is, but you didn't tell me. And that's again, it takes me back. That's why I know that I can call Amber when something bothers me. You know what I mean? And Amber is going to be that person that picks up the phone and says, let's have a conversation about it. You know what I mean? I think it's just growth.
And you know another thing? Clients are messy.
Clients are messy?
Clients can be messy.
Yeah.
Like, no, for real.
Okay.
Like, you'll be surprised what I've been told from a client that I've gotten like just one time.
Tell us.
Oh no,
You can't do it. Okay.
Because
Well,
it's gonna start the pie.
Well, I'll tell you this, Amber. I've had I don't want to say novice podcasters, but podcasters that we've talked and they said, "Oh my God, you have the best podcast in Waco."
And then they start acting weird.
Well, it's not that they start acting weird. Like, for instance, I'm just gonna say it. You know, I keep it real. There's one podcaster who's just like not speaking to me, and I had to find out through other people why that person's not speaking to me. And I was like, where did it go wrong? Like, why didn't you call me? And if there was a misunderstanding, why didn't you just say? Do you know what I mean? And I hate that, because when you called me, it was like, we need to be together. We need to stick together. And you only exemplified what other people try to do to us, which is pit us together. Pit us against each other.
And I think that's the issue. They're not going to say nothing.
Well, and I'm still open for conversation with this person, but every time I ask other, like, do you think they're down to talk? They're like, no, like, this person just does not want to fucking speak to you. Don't do it. They hate you. And I'm just like, I really hope and pray that one day me and that person can make amends, because they were on this show too.
Really?
Yeah,
and we do podcasts too.
You know, and so I just hope that one day we can make amends and that we can really just move forward from it, distinguish what the misunderstanding was, and let's work together. Like, we're in this shit together. And to be honest, I'm flattered that everybody says The Public Affair is the biggest podcast in Waco, but I'm not the biggest podcast in fucking the nation, bitch. I ain't making no fucking money. You know what I mean? Like, let's. I'm very humbled when it comes to that. You know what I mean? I am not nobody. This Waco celebrity bullshit, like, bitch. I'm in debt. Okay, like I'm glad that I inspire everybody, which is great. But okay, I am not too good to give you information. I've had radio veteran Chrissy. The only reason why I feel like I have the skills that I have in media is because of somebody like her. Do you know what I mean? Because she took me under her wing and said, "This is how you do things. This is how it works." Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So
definitely,
yeah.
And there's definitely I had a friend who definitely inspired me to do what I do now, gave me that push. And you know, unfortunately, we haven't really been on speaking terms. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I really do respect her as a person, an artist. And, you know, like you said, I'm open to conversation.
I just think more people need to be open to conversation when it comes to conflict, confrontation. I think that, honestly, like, just to throw it back, Amber, one more time, then we got to go. That day when all that was happening with me, if I would have never decided I'm going to call Amber and let's settle this, I don't think you would have ever been on the show. I think if I was that type of person that was like, oh, she's joining the fucking fray, she's being messy, she's against me now for no fucking reason. I am just the type of person, let's have a conversation. I'm misunderstanding what's going on. You know what I mean? And I need it to be made clear. You, out of the 10 people that I've called, you and somebody else picked up the phone. That was it.
Yeah, and I really like that you're like blunt and straight to the point, because I'm the same way. You know? There's no need to.
It's not even that damn serious. We all here just trying to fucking make it, bitch.
That's the most.
That's all we trying to fucking do. I'm like, hey, groceries went up, bitch. The gas, the car payments, rent, like
inflation,
everything. Amber, I have just been so glad that you've been on this episode of The Public Affair. I've had such a great time. What can you leave us with? How can we book with you? How can we find you? Can you please just tell us?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook or Instagram, 515 Lash Bar. Both is the same. I am appointment only, but I am gonna start training. I am offering beginner lash trainings. It's a 2-day course.
Yeah.
You know, hands-on. Just
book with Amber, bitch. No, Amber, do you want to give any shout outs? Do you want to leave us with anything before we go?
Yeah, shout out to my clients. I wouldn't, be a business if it wasn't for my clients, Sure. So I really love my clients, and I'm really grateful that they continue to come book with me. Yeah. And so book with me, and shout out to my family, my son, and God, of course. Of course.
None of us would be possible without God. Let's give a shout out one more time to Udi slide in Amber's DMs. And then, of course, we got to give a shout out to our girl, Leslie.
Yeah, she'll be next. Shout out to Leslie.
Shout out to Leslie, which is
Miss Thick.
Love her. God, I love her. I don't want an ass like that, but if I was into chicks, I get drunk and I call them sometimes and I talk about her ass and
I believe it.
Yeah, and Maro that's not.
But you know what? Brother, I will say I will drink with you.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it after this. What are you doing after this, bitch?
I haven't ate.
Girl, we going to eat right now, okay? Me and Amber are about to go eat. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Public Affair. Book with Amber, 515 Lash Bar. Amber, I love you. Thank you so much for coming on to this episode of The Public Affair. Before we go, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of the show. Of course, the Brothers Roofing and Remodeling with Jesus Sanchez from Mart, Texas. He's a small construction business from Mart. Super hot, by the way. He's got that new store on Dutton where the Army Navy surplus used to be. I went to go visit him the other day. He gave me a free beer. It was delicious. He's specializing in general roofing needs and so much more. Protect your home from the crazy elements of the Texas weather with his high quality and affordable work. Follow on Facebook and call the number on the screen to Brothers Roofing and Remodeling. My boy Jesus Sanchez, all the way from Mart, Texas, but he is servicing all the areas. And he's cute, whatever, you know. So this team. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Soco Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez, located at 3304 Franklin Avenue. They offer team, small group, and individual skills training and elite skills training to make your kids superb star athletes with professionals like George DeLeon, who we went to go watch. And he didn't talk to me that day, by the way. So I didn't embarrass him, so it's fine. You know, his game. Wormy. Yeah.
He specifically told us to be on our best behavior.
Okay, he did. But you know what? I didn't get a talking to, Amber. Okay? Listen, I'm doing it now. Okay. The Public Affair is also a very proud sponsor of all the Soco soccer teams, coached by my brother, Mauro Maldonado, who is Leslie Delgado's boyfriend, husband. I'm so grateful for that experience. Thank you so much, Mauro, for letting me be a part of that. Follow on Facebook at Soco Soccer Academy. I'm on Instagram at Soco Soccer 254. To Soco Soccer Academy, thank you so much for all your support. Of course, the Pollo Box and Audio for my boy Jeffrey Monreal, home for all your LED needs and audio accessories, installation, stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. Darling, that's right. He also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and so much more. A jack of all trades. If you need your car tinted, because he's got my car tinted, bitch. And
I do need my car tinted.
Call Pollo Box and Audio. Call Pollo Box and Audio. He'll get your tint right. Nobody sees what I do in my car now because of
you know we have the same car.
Oh, we do?
Me, you, Leslie.
Me? Oh, shit, bitch.
Which trim do you have?
I don't know. I have to tell you after the show. Okay. To Pollo Box and Audio, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. I love you. And of course, the Junior Bando of Fatboy Michelada and Botana, who provides the best Michelada and Botana plates for yourself or for a party with a menu of ton of different items. I'm talking about Botana, Bos, chamoys, pickles, aguachile, ceviche, and so much more. He's locally operated, so make sure you get the best and not the rest. And let me tell you something, Junior Bando rides hard for The Public Affair too, because he had my back that day too, darling. God, I love that guy. Follow on Facebook and Instagram at Fatboy Michelada Botana and place your orders now. The Junior Banda. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to everybody that tuned in, I love you guys. Thank you so much for riding with me for more than 3 years of The Public Affair. The Under Ceballos. We about to go have some brunch, girl, because I'm hungry too, bitch. And these mimosas are just now hitting. But don't forget to always keep it between us.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.